Hello there YouTubers, Jordan Blakey at Liver Doctors YouTube channel here. Today going to teach you how to make an amazing liver cleansing detox drink with only 2 ingredients. We're going to go through the ingredients and we're going to juice this. This is going to be an amazing juice recipe here. Alright, we're going to go through a few things here. This is a raw food liver detox drink here, and I'll tell you why it's a liver detox drink here. Alright, so first of all, we have freshly cut apples here, and you want to cut them as fast as possible and get them in the juicer before they begin to oxidize. Oxidation happens when the inside is exposed to the air, and then you get the browning like this. That's why there's natural skins on fruits and stuff, so that it doesn't oxidize. That's one of the oxidizing properties of it. So the apples here, and here we have the dandelion greens. We're going to go through these 2 ingredients, then we'll quickly juice it. And so the one thing about apples is apples contain more than a dozen different kinds of antioxidants, and antioxidants, as you probably know, are anti-aging agents in the body. They act to wipe out the free radicals. Free radicals are what cause aging in the body. The free radical is like toxins and carcinogens and things like that, which actually they steal an electron at the molecular level, the cellular level, and that causes the electron to be stolen, and then it bonds together. They 2 bond together, and this causes aging of the body by stealing an electron. An antioxidant is the opposite of the free radical. It gives an extra electron and allows that molecule at the cellular level to exist on its own and be healthy and exist on its own. It supports healthy cells in the body, white blood cells, red blood cells. It's got amazing properties. It's good for all the organs of the body. It's good for purifying the blood. It's good for the immune system. So it's powerful antioxidants. Also, because the dandelion here that's also going in, I'll tell you about dandelion is one of the 3 most popular, widely used liver support herbs. All right, the 3 most popular liver support herbs are dandelion, milk thistle, and burdock root. There are many other ones, but those ones are commonly seen throughout the internet on sites and used in a lot of books, and they're the standard 3: milk thistle and dandelion and burdock root. So we're going to use the fresh dandelion greens here as well. They contain both these ingredients, as well as all raw foods, fruits and vegetables, seeds and nuts, especially when they're sprouted. But all fruits and vegetables that are live, living, contain live vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, enzymes, and life force, the life-giving force found in natural foods, living natural foods. So the dandelion here, we are going to juice it, and the dandelion is a bitter. It's a bitter, so if you have it on its own in a juice, it's very bitter. So and with the apples here, we're going to bring the sweetness of the natural sugars of the apples, the fructose and glucose, whatever sugars it has, the natural sugars. With the bitters is going to balance it out, give it a nice balance. Of course, most bitters are really good for the liver, and that's one of them. And then also apples, one more thing I want to say about the apples is they contain an ingredient called malic acid. Malic acid is also found very concentrated in apple cider vinegar, and apple cider vinegar, I have done a scientific experiments with apple cider vinegar. I did the liver and gallbladder flush, got out the stones, put them in a glass jar and added the apple cider vinegar, and they dissolved within 12 to 24 hours. A very good portion of it turned into a liquid. So we do know that, and also I did it with a control with water, and water did not dissolve it. So there were ingredients. Apples contain malic acid, so this is also going to help dissolve liver and gallstones, and it's going to support the liver and gallbladder and kidneys as well. So there it is. Like I said, cut them quickly before they begin to get too brown, like this one's starting to there. And there you go. That's an amazing juice here. So we're gonna juice it up. And one little final touch here is, if you want, you can also add half or 1 lemon to your juice. That way, if you wanna, you know, if you wanna take a while before you drink it, whatever how much it makes here. This is 2 cups or 16 ounces. It'll probably make it roughly that much. Then what I'm saying is, like, you really want to juice it and then drink it like within 1 minute to get the full potential of the antioxidants, the enzyme power, and the life force, as well as the vitamins and nutrients. The sooner you take it before it oxidizes, the more potent and powerful it is. But the thing is that with lemon is a natural preservative. Alright, also, a little tip is, if you dehydrate fruits and things in the dehydrator, add a little bit of lemon to it, and that'll help preserve it, and that's a natural preservative. Alright, as well as powerful vitamin C and about a dozen other antioxidants as well. So that is an option. If you know, otherwise drink it within 1 minute and get the full potential of the antioxidant power. Alright, and so that's basically it. If you want to watch me do it, I'm going to give you some tips about how to, what kind of juicer to get, what ones not to get, how to take care of the juicer, and also, you know, how to juice things like this that are like greens, like such as chard, or you know, dandelion greens, for example, because it makes the motor work really hard. If you just put all the stalks in at once and you push down, you know, the motor tends to stop, especially if you don't have a really good juicer. So this juicer here, I'll tell you, this is the Omega juicer here, and this is a really good one. There are a lot of other good ones out there, but the reason why it's good, I'll tell you why I like it and why I think it's better than other ones, is because if you look at the parts in here, they are all stainless steel. Alright, they're all stainless steel, so you're not getting plastic moving parts that you get in some of the cheaper ones that you get. Alright, they have plastic moving parts which then rub and you get plastic in your drink. So it kind of defeats the purpose of detoxing and juicing in order to detox and purify your body and blood. So this is stainless steel here, where the water goes in. This here is where this spins around and catches all the rough fiber part of the food and catches out, and the water spins out here and goes into that tray. So this is also stainless steel here, and then this here is the blade here to juice it, and that is also stainless steel as well. It's replaceable, alright, if it goes dull. And the only plastic part that goes in there is this tiny little plastic part, which does not rub or move on anything. So it's very non-toxic juicer here, and it's high quality. It does a good job juicing. It spins really fast and does a good job juicing. So just last thing, before you put your juicer together, make sure, double check that everything is on there nice and strong and tight. You don't want things flying around, flying apart, and ruining your juicer. Alright, so that's one little tip. And although this is plastic, that doesn't really matter because that's not touching the juice. So that's okay. And there you go. There's also some other juicers I'll name, such as the Twin Star and I can't think of them right now. But anyways, here we go. We're going to get some juicing going now. We'll get the juicing going. Otherwise, that's the little recipe there. It's quite easy to do. I recommend also starting with the dandelion greens here, because that way you get the blade when it's nice and just starting out. So you get it going here. We'll turn it on, and then here we go. I recommend putting about 3 stalks at a time. You don't want to put like 6, 7, or 8 stalks, or it's not going to juice very good and the motor's going to stop. So this part goes in first here, and then get it in there. And then a little tip for these ones, see how much harder the motor works and how hard it is to push down there. You can see by the noise. Compare that to the apples here, which are very soft. Look, that just juices like nothing. So that's the thing about, you don't want to wear the motor down, and you don't want to force it, right? So we're going to juice all these apples here. So it's up to you if you want to watch the rest of this video. Basically, I'm just going to juice all these, and we're going to get roughly about 16 ounces here. Just 2 cups, and then maybe I'll put in the lemon, or maybe not. Oh, drop one in there. This is also considered a tonic, a liver detox tonic drink or juice. These apples here, I got them for free. They didn't cost me any money, because actually what I find is there's a lot of apple trees just around in nature, even around your neighborhood, or there may be orchards or parks with apples, even pears and peaches or other fruits that you can find. So it's amazing what you can find just around your local neighborhood and stuff, where people may have trees in their backyard, fruit trees, and usually they typically don't use them or juice them or can them or anything, so they'll be happy to give you a whole bunch of them. Or you can also buy them off them, but I find people are really happy to give them to you and let them get used, because they. So that's amazing, and the dandelion greens I did purchase from a store, but dandelion, where I live in Victoria, BC, Canada, there is dandelion grows like a weed here. It's considered a weed, and it's amazing because it's one of, like I said, one of the top 3 liver support herbs, at least one of the most popular ones, and so it might. I hear that dandelion grows in most places in the world too, like a lot of places, not all of them, but so you may be able to get the dandelion and apples for free. And one more thing to say about the dandelions is that the dandelion, you can eat the stem, the leaves, the root, and the flower. All right, every part of the dandelion is healthy and good for you, and all of it is a liver support herb. You can use every part of it, and that's quite amazing as well. And here we go. We got the last few apples here, and there we go. And we made more than I thought there, quite a bit. And then let it run a little bit as it's spinning. The last little bit of juice comes out. Then boom, just turn it down, and it'll slowly stop, and the last bit of juice will come out. So right there, that comes to 12 ounces there, plus this. We're at probably about 18 ounces or something, so it's a nice good amount there. I'm going to drink that next little bit. I don't think I'll put the lemon in this time, but like I said, that's another option. And there it is, just 2 simple ingredients. Cheers, salute to your good health and longevity. Oh yes, and it is excellent. Alright, and then the final last tip here I'm going to tell you about is with your juicer here. After you finish juicing and you're done, alright, it's really important to clean your juicer right away. And you definitely don't want it sitting for hours and hours. Next thing you know, you forget about it, you go to bed, you wake up, and little bits of microbes start growing on there, such as fungi, bacteria, mold, things like that, and that is also going to defeat the purpose of your detoxing and cleansing. Those microbes are unfriendly microbes. There are friendly microbes and there are unfriendly. Yeast, mold, and fungi are the chief undertakers of the body. Alright, so there you go. So there, what I do is I just, you know, clean it right away, and I'll be sipping this as I clean it. Stop the motor here, and final last words here is that you may find some uses for this pulp here. After you juice, you get all this amazing fibery pulp here. I recommend, I use it for composting, of course, for growing plants and vegetables and fruits or whatever you're going to use. It makes great compost. I've experimented with trying to make dehydrated crackers and stuff, and to some extent that works as well too. So be creative and find amazing ways to use this extra leftover raw food material here with amazing fiber. So that's the last little tip there. There you go. Thank you very much. Cheers to your health and longevity. I'm Jordan Blakey. This is the Liver Doctors YouTube channel. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching.